5 weeks into the college football season, and Notre Dame has 2 of likely the 10 most impactful wins nationally. And Tim, tonight's, I think, was a little unexpected by us, at least with how Notre Dame put it away in the fourth quarter, 38-17, and totally dominated the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, Notre Dame is where they were after beating USC and NC State last year, only they have a quarterback that is going to continue to play good football. And that's why last week it didn't matter whether it was Wake Forest, it was how he played the game. And how he played the game on this field tonight was once again brilliant. It wasn't always easy when you're facing 8 defenders in the passing game, but he only threw 9 passes in the first half and ran a whole bunch. And Brian Kelly said that he was told to, when in doubt, just take off. But he did a great job. Dexter Williams, outstanding. I felt like, and the reason I picked Notre Dame to win by double digits was because I thought Notre Dame's defensive line was better than Stanford's offensive line, and that Notre Dame's offensive line was better than Stanford's defensive line. And 550 yards to 229, 29 first downs to 10, 88 plays to 51 plays. Notre Dame was a superior football team. It took most of 60 minutes to prove it, but they definitely proved it.
And I felt like those advantages showed the most on the defensive line. Jerry Tillery got the game ball, but before he took over in that fourth quarter, it could have gone to the defensive front 7, because from Asmar Bilal to Tillery to Julian Okwara and Tavon Coney, they played an outstanding game. One bust versus Bryce Love. Brian Kelly kind of lamented it post-game. He said he was more upset about that bust than anything that happened.
He didn't want to talk about any other play other than the bust.
Apparently that was a structural issue, but the defensive front 7 played an outstanding game. And you mentioned Dexter Williams. It lit some energy into this crowd when his first carry of the season goes for 45 yards instead of a touchdown.
Well, he's a difference maker, and they absolutely need it. Jafar Armstrong's going to be out for a few weeks. Brian Kelly said probably not back until after the bye week, so that's significant. But the way that this is a really quality Stanford offense. KJ Costello is a handful. Their big receivers are a handful. Bryce Love is a tremendous football player. They were held to 229 yards on 51 snaps. They had some success early. It's a difficult offense to shut down for 60 minutes, but as the game wore on, I thought Notre Dame's advantage in the trenches just picked up. Tillery, Okwara, Kareem in particular ended up dominating that offensive line.
And just some housekeeping, Tony Jones did sprain his ankle. That becomes relevant in that Jafar Armstrong is out most likely till after the bye week, Brian Kelly said, and Alex Barrs, of course, knee MRI. They're going to have to – we got to note that Barrs might be okay, but that's something they're going to have to really deal with in the weeks to come.
Yeah, okay doesn't mean that he can play next week, and I would doubt very much that he would. And next week, we do know now that it's an 8 o'clock kickoff. I'm excited about that already. I've always wanted to be at Blacksburg to see a game, and with what's on the line now in Notre Dame at 5-0. And I mentioned, like last year with USC and NC State, this is a really, really good football team. A legitimate, I don't know where they move. Probably a legitimate top 5 team. Certainly, capable of or worthy of being mentioned in a playoff picture. Now, you have to go to Blacksburg regardless. Them losing Old Dominion, they're back. They found a little bit of chemistry with their new quarterback tonight, so that is not going to be easy. But, I really think, and I asked Miles Boykin about this, the experience of last year's game in Miami and how that applies to your opportunity now to go to Virginia Tech and play. I think Notre Dame is a better football team because of what they experienced last year.
And I think they're better of it because of the defense, the defensive front. And Brian Kelly called this schedule Mount Everest. I'm not sure I would go that far at this point. It's teams that Notre Dame is better than, but all teams that can beat Notre Dame, and there's 7 of them lined up ready and waiting for a top 5 Irish squad.
Yeah, and there's 7 games left, and 5 of them are away from where we're standing right now, and that makes it difficult, and there's a cumulative effect. But coming away from this game, everything is certainly pointing up for Notre Dame football right now.
That is it for Notre Dame 38, Stanford 17. And the next time we talk, it will probably be the top 5 ranked Irish.